Hello, Conquerors, and welcome back to more old world content. I'm your host and humble guide maker, the Purple Bull Moose, and this is my channel where I will endeavor to provide as much insight as I can into beating the game at its highest difficulty. This game doesn't get half the credit it deserves, so if content creation can lower the barrier to entry for new players, then I want to give the Mohawk team as much support as I can. I appreciate the support as I learn more about the video making process, so please, like the video if it helps, comment how I can improve, and share the video with anybody who's looking to get into the game. But without further delay, let's get into it. Welcome back, Conquerors, to another episode of our playthrough through Old World. I'm trying to sneak in a little sneaky game here before work. So if my voice sounds a little bit off, it's because it is 5 o'clock in the morning. And if I'm coming in a little bit quieter than usual, it's because my wife is still asleep. But more importantly, we can finally get an opportunity to actually truly build tall, focus on peace with the Gauls to end the raids, end that ambition, and then ramp. Hopefully we can see our science engine really start to take off here, and we can look into ways to actually leverage that higher culture value in towards the late game. And we'll go ahead and take a look at that. All right, checking back in. 0 orders, 0 to do. How are the kids? Neglected. We do not have access to anybody to be tutoring, and we sent these two out to explore the wilderness at the age of 14 and 15. Such a good mother I am. We are currently working on influencing Queen Potita because we want to make peace with these Gauls, hopefully get them in an order that we can actually work with and make peace with, for our ambition, with either 3 tribes or nations. Easy street right here. This will be a little bit more of a challenge, but what is playing on the great if we don't take on challenges? Continuing on, we got a couple of hamlets we got to get slammed down. I really got to get building in these 2 cities. We got a little bit of food coming online. Definitely worm some additional farms in between these lakes, so we'll probably focus on that first and foremost. We have done a lot of urban building, which has devoured our production of stone, so we need to abuse these mountain ridges that we have now expanded out to. So that is hopefully what I'm going to be trying to do. Maybe another round of builders is in order to be able to keep up with this now reduction, hopefully, in overall military needs. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this is either very good news or horrible news. We'll find out. Zoroastrianism, so the Assyrians are somewhere over there. Patriarch is ill. In private, the Mighty Queen leads a procession of Gaelic soldiers. Let's speak together as rulers, she says, for it is only our words and deeds that decide the fates of these great nations. Ooh. Becomes influenced, now become proud. Okay, not horrible. Becomes disappointed, definitely don't like that. Becomes estranged, definitely don't like that. So I think we have to suck it up and become proud, which is going to... Oh, and we're foolish? Oh. -9 science. What a... Oh, that's really too bad. Okay. I guess we chip away at our science even further. The King of Egypt, the King of Kush are both going to be -40. My prince is going to be -40. None of that is great for what we're trying to do. But our relations will survive a -40 on both those accounts, so let's go ahead and do that. We need to bring them online. Let's go ahead and finish these kills. Kill. It's my victory. No longer proud. So are you proud? You are not proud. So let's get rid of the proud. Influence 2 people and become stressed. Yeah, wow. That's that doesn't always happen. Let's go ahead and take the time to indulge in revelry. Ooh. Maybe next turn. Speaking of gold, please get. Gonna heal here. Just chip. That's 5. That's 1. You can survive and tank. Our economy is still in the shitter, the crapper. So let's go ahead and keep these caravans coming. I'm actually going to... we need to finish the ambition, but we can't afford that right now. We have 7 citizens locked and loaded. So we can go ahead and cut off our growth for a second for another worker. Go ahead and do this to expand our food selection. Plenty of food options here, so we're going to focus on food in here. Gonna have to hard build our wood, it looks like. Ugh. Let's kill next turn. Don't have access, don't have access. That doesn't suck. So all on his own, he managed to get up to 4 stats. So he's going to be a 7 out of 10. That's a passing grade. I can live with that. Let's grab another farm. Do we have access? I think Babylon initially does, yeah. So we have access to some granaries. So we can slap some granaries down and some key spots. Here, here, here. So I either get legitimacy and charisma and a truce with the Gauls, all things I want, or I get less XP and piss off all my families. I don't think that makes any sense. Alright, great. Truce, very good. We are trying to ramp science, so everyone gets a dose of science where we can. I'll move you here so we can build a granary next year. Pleased to friendly, love to see it. Severely ill, that's okay. You don't like us all that much. You got overcome by fear. Well, that's not great for our relations with the tribes, but I'm sure we can overcome that. Bend or break. Did I not do that mission? Oh, I didn't have any access to gold. Further hurt our economy and indulge in revelry. Or become superstitious or insane. That's not worth. Yeah, let's make him a scholar. This will just turn him against us, which doesn't help us. But this is just a little bit extra science. Do not want him to be foolish. I'd rather him be extravagant and further hurt our economy. Our resources are completely depleted. Our entire economy is now being utilized to supplement these deficits. So we are entirely out of all the things that we need. So we need to get our food online because it's the only thing that we can get. All right, so mines and farms are what we need. So we need a couple of chops. I'll probably end up chopping this. I'm going to build 2 mines. 1 mine, that's 8, 9. That is 19 total ore coming our way. That'll get us out of this deficit. Who else is free to chop? Not really anybody else. Swap you. Poke. Anyways, we need to end any additional aggression we're dealing with. And the rebellions. So close to just being happy. Caravan mission complete. At least that gives us some resources. Patriarch is dead. Who's new? Oh, good. 80 points worse. Jeez. Okay. Revelries led to an event. Stressed, acquired bone dice. Holds a favor. Puts us into angry then. Or I just pay it off. Let's just pay it off. Ugh. A spiritual connection. King becomes endeared, spreads state religion, and I get a free state religion of Zoro, which already has mythology. I do have polytheism. So we can build more shrines to take advantage of that. Having two religions available to us, because once Zoroastrianism kicks off, we will then also probably get Mani to get produced in our own borders, because we got to polytheism. So we can then probably leverage that by developing Mani to be a multi-tolerant religion. So that sounds actually pretty good. Endears them, spreads it, gives us a free state religion, all for no cost. I don't hate that. Zoroastrian plus 20 for 20 years, spreads, or becomes disappointed. I'll take the free stuff. Free stuff sounds good. Well, this is spiraling out of control. Detested. Starts conspiring. That's worth it. Becomes suspicious, poisoned, or missing. You're 56 in our pocket, so I'll hold on to that. I think I'd rather just you become conspiring with me. Yep, that's huge. Choose a new general. Kill. God, this would be worth it, but we don't have the gold. Become slighted. Don't want that. Can't afford it. Alright. That really is unfortunate. Come on, money. Yes. Sometimes you just get lucky. Alright. Honor and glory. This is a triumph. This is a level of happiness. So I'd rather get this. Great. We are finally out of the doghouse there. I still even have enough left over to do an influence mission. So let's do that. Finally get out of rebellion territory. Seven. If I come here, can you kill me? You can. Gross. If I come here, can you kill me? You cannot. We'll heal. We'll kill them on the next turn, assuming that we don't get raided again. That would really be unfortunate. Let's chop this wood. Let's get this food. That's 9. Hopefully something happens in the next turn that we can actually get access to our final elder specialist. Let's come here and chop. Tribal raids. Another one. Sovereignty, Christianity. Alright, let's see if we get Manny. Duchess. Okay. This works for what we're currently working for. And you are already, yeah, set up for that. I'd love to get some good governors up, but I'd much rather just get some good laws up. Centralization, that's 4 science, that's 10% boost. This is even better and is going to continue to ramp faster than centralization is. Actually, is that true? Yes, it is. That's already at strong. My lord, we finally see citizenship. And it's only going to cost us access to all of these borders. Do I dare not go citizenship here and commit it back to the damn draw pile? If it goes back to the draw pile, who knows when we'll see it again. We can have it now in 10 turns. Oh, that's a lot of quarries. That is all the farms that we need. That is a whole bunch of quarries. And mines. Really everything that a good growing society needs. So let's think about that for a second. I'd really like to go tall, but tall's going to happen all on its own. And we have plenty of stuff to build, but do we have 12 turns of stuff to build? And probably more than that because it's going to take the draw pile to get access to citizenship back. And based on our luck, that could be a real long while. Not to mention, we are already at the strong. Both of these are still weak, but that is 4 cities that we could get both libraries and academies out of. Ah, oh, tough decisions. I don't think it can be avoided. I think we have to grab the border boost. It is massive and quite frankly is going to grab us resources that's truly going to get us out of this deficit. So I think we have to think about our economy more so than we can think about building up our infrastructure because we can't even afford the infrastructure, even if we do get it. So econ first, I guess. Woof. Sorry, citizenship. Send it to Egypt. Don't invade me. Keep the economy afloat. I know this is really like nerfing our capital, but frankly, I don't think we have a much of a choice. Over. Please don't, wherever that raid is, please let it take just a little bit longer. It said it was near here, so hopefully it's coming out of this mist. Let's go back to our workers. In 2 turns, they're going to have a lot more options, but in the short term, we can build 1 farm here. I like these to be lumber mills. I like these to be lumber mills. I like these to be lumber mills. This will never be a lumber mill. Farm. Farm. Grab another worker. Okay. Influenced, Cushite, disciple, hero trait. Become an artist, but I become impulsive. Impulsive is weird. Add estates in Eridu. Wish I could. Can't afford it. Chance of becoming bitter. Alright, I guess we'll become impulsive. So, no longer exploring. Science, but no longer exploring. 3 turns of science is pretty good here. But, yeah, and I'm getting older. So, let's go ahead and bring you back, I suppose. 3 turns of science. Okay, that got us the good stuff. Look at all this. All nice and filled in. Let's grab husbandry. We're going to need that for food production. Plus it's cheap. It'll get us back around to everything else. Philosophy, constitution, or centralization. They're all very good. Tyranny doesn't hurt, doesn't really help. These 2 play nicely together. So let's grab this in the short term while we're fixing our economy and we can't really build specialists. And then let's grab this as soon as the economy's fixed. I don't want anyone here to die. So let's not lose any of our troops for no reason. Who's got chops? You got chops. Come here. Chop chop. Come here. Build a farm. Let's come here. Build a farm. That's a good chop. I'll set up that way. Husbandry, Cushites, gain charisma. Peace looks great. That looks fine. Peace is great because that shaves turns off. Can I buy 90? It's the cheapest of the resources. Thank you. The marriage will go ahead. For my daughter, you brought home a diplomat. You're an orator. That's not going to make you happy. But you're also already gay, so you're not gonna be pumping out a lot of kids regardless. Um, is this guy already in the family? Or are we creating a new character? He doesn't exist, it doesn't look like. So, yeah, sure, I'll take a new diplomat. Let's boost our tribal opinion. How is things looking here? Not great. Let's manage our luxuries. Let's send them salt. We need more opportunities here. I would have liked to have married you off. Can we marry you off? Let's marry the exploring daughter. Oh, we can't because you're away. So marriage, tribal marriage to the Gauls. I would love to get civics boost. But I think more importantly is just grabbing citizenship finally. You go ahead and get me peace with the Kush. And you keep sending out friendship missiles. You come here, chop chop. You don't have any access to food, so you're gonna swing around and grab that ore. I guess also ore. All right, I think our economy is actually turning around here. Food, science, and growth doesn't suck. Food, science, and growth does not suck. Friendship missiles sent. Dwell would agree on his impulsive tendencies. Alright, well that brings us closer. Self-assured daughter's charisma. Queen, I am ill. Ring the bells. Hero for my scholar. It's a weird match. I hope you like it. Let's grab her. There we go. There we go. We can grab peace immediately after this. We are on great pace to getting this one, this one. Yeah, grab me this master doctor. And you grab me this elder doctor. So both ambitions can be closed out. Still a little bit behind pace where I like to be. I like to try to have one done every 10 turns or so. This is just a little bit longer than I would like. Who's got chops? Economy's finally leveled out. So we'll actually start to accumulate gold as opposed to burn it every single turn. Rotate down, heal, let them come to us. Heal, because I'm sure you're not alone. Let's come up here. Chop chop. Let's come here. Farm. Drop another quarry here. Although I don't think I can until I have culture boost up. So we'll drop a quarry here. I would like to actually build lasting lumber mills here, so I'm not going to chop these. I guess I can chop scruff, but that's not fun for anybody to do. Alright, let's get our pastures up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe one more. I think there was maybe 6. Maybe that's wishful thinking. But I'll take 5. That'll be an extra 50. Iron is not going to be an issue. We have so many hills in artisan cities, so we'll be able to build that up. We have a whole bunch of mountain ranges. We can go quarries all the way down here, all the way across here, across here, across here, across here. Stone is not going to be an issue. Mine's not going to be an issue. We're doing the best we can on food. This will just become our bread basket. And yeah, so the economy is going to be ripping. Oh, Manny's finally here. I am doomed. Doomed. We'll grab peace here. That's double peace. Let's go ahead and get started on peace with the Gauls because we can. I think when my son becomes the heir and the queen will then be Gaelic or Gallic, I think that's going to push us even further into the green, and we have a nice cushion. So I think we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and deal with this because these are all still Gauls. I can't wait for that peace deal. Alright, we can tank that. See these events. Manny. Let's go ahead and help Manny grow. Becomes disappointed in Queen Hamusi. No longer foolish and I'm stressed. Well, I'm doomed next year. So I think this is just a little bit more science for 1 year. Yeah. Becomes endeared. Refuse the Gaelic traveler. I'll take a judge. Take a courtier. Set my son up for success. 2 young courtiers. Hopefully you pop out a kid. Yeah, I'll have my half Gaelic grandchild be tutored by a Gaul. Food and rocks. We don't need to worry about iron. This will be enough iron for a long time for us. We'll probably turn this whole hill range to iron. The only thing we need iron for is to building more quarries, so I guess more iron will be necessary. Food is coming online really well. Wood is still scarce, but let's go ahead and get the major food tiles down. That's 1. That is 2. We can actually just buy it now because we have a surplus. That's 3. End the year here. Okay. Mythology. You keep on spamming. Let's get the Kush back in our favor. Happiness. That's fine. Yep, might as well make him happy. I don't need her stats. Nice crit. There's probably somebody else, but I don't think you'll be able to kill unless you're melee and you can get in range somehow. Focused on getting you here. Pasture. And there was one more, so let's swing around here. Pasture. That's 50 more food coming online. I think this is another 10. 60 food coming online. So that'll bring us up to almost 70 food per turn. So I think we can finally start focusing on stone again. I'd like to get one more mine before we focus on that. So let's grab our artisan people. Oh, no, we're out of orders. Gotta wait till next time. In Babylon. I'm going to take one more friendship bullet. We don't know how things are going to change when we do the succession plan. And we want to make sure that everything stays kosher. We have peace with everybody, or will have peace with everybody, but we can always push that further. I have died. Long live the king. Oh, and immediately get a kid. Very good. Gnosticism by... That's fine by us. That's actually great for us. That's what we would have done ourselves. Patriarch the scholar. Cautious to upset. Really? But we're both scholars. That's annoying. Vicious. Prince baby. Gandash. Okay. Kill. I'll take focus 2, I guess. Heal. Alright. Got some hamlets we can put down. So let's do that. Hamlet. We're officially out of specialists to utilize. I suppose we can pump out a couple of stoneworkers for the hardcore boost to civics. We have a lot of laws we still want to pass, so I'm going to hold on to that. I would like to get philosophy. I'd like to get centralization. I'd like to get legal code. So those are going to be super important. So maybe we just take a break on specialist for a little bit. And if we're going full econ, we have more workers than we have orders for. So let's focus on this for a little bit. Let's keep this 57 production in our back pocket. Add an extra 24 civics to it. That's pretty solid. In here, I think I'm going to do the same thing just for a few rounds, just to make sure that we're keeping this solid. We don't need, again, any workers or scouts. We don't have the orders for it. Probably do the same thing in here once that's down. We were in crisis mode before. We're better now. Food tick down again. End of an era. Long live the king. +1 happiness. Or remove autonomous rule. I don't hate the idea of removing autonomous rule and getting control back of this strong city again. But the extra civics are just very strong for us right now. We have a lot of stuff we want to do with civics. So I'm going to go ahead and let them have it. Because the only other thing that I would do in here is maybe focus on some science. But let's go ahead and let permit their own rule. Really? You need tribute? Actually, you know what? That's fine. That is fine. Choose a new governor. Who's making the most science? That's obviously. So in I'll drop myself to maximize our science. And I will further boost our science through centralization. It's another 5. Citizenship up in 2 turns. In 4 turns, we'll be able to get that online. Why are you so mad? Alright, so you're a diplomat for the traders. Yeah, I think I have to forego that extra science boost just to do a little bit of pampering here. You're better, but I think we just have to drop you in here because that takes care of a few problems for us. Brings you to 7. Brings you even more in line. Acropolis. Money. Okay, all looks good. Ruthless. Ruthless. There's no war here, my queen. Yeah, really needs rest. No reason to turn my ruthless queen against me. A legacy of the king. 2 archers, Chimeran archers, not the worst. 3 cathedrals, that's interesting. 20% of the land, 80% of the land. All right, so I would pick this if I was further along towards getting a portcullis, because you can use your spy master to infiltrate places, which will severely increase. I don't have any boats to even go and meet those new nations, so the exploring doesn't really seem up my alley. Cathedrals would be very good towards getting us legendary cities very quickly. Cathedrals is actually not that far, just 1 tech away. Cathedrals and scholarships, I mean, that's like kind of the definition of tall. So I don't hate that. That's definitely an option. Our science is going to continue to massively ramp, so I'm not worried about not being able to reach that in a timely manner. Or 2 Chimeran archers. So Chimeran archers, are you the 8 strength ones? You are. So that means I would need 7 laws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 more law online, which would probably be serfdom. And then we could do it. So that's actually kind of interesting. So what I think I would be able to get faster at developing 100 science per turn, assume that we get up to 100 science per turn, this would take us 6 years, which we wouldn't see on the next one. So say we picked up navigation, that would be 2 years, 8 years, and then the building of them. So that's like 14 years, 14, 16 years versus 2 Chimeran archers. We already plan on passing laws, so that would be 1 year plus navigation, that's another 2 years, and then the time to build them. Do we have strong military production? Not really. Chimeran archer would take 14 years. We could rush them. What options do we have available to rush? Civics. So we could rush it. This takes 60 and it costs us 290. This takes 160, so basically 3 times it, so 700. Ugh. 14 turns is a long time. And 2 Chimeran archers. I mean, it would be the beginning of a military, but we have peace. We don't really need the military. And I'd rather focus on going tall. And it seems like they take us about the same time as getting cathedrals, so I think I'm going to go cathedrals. Okay, so royal. More science, please. Alright, citizenship's about to come up, which means we want access to a lot of civics in our lives, so we want to get these buildings up and running. Let's go ahead and keep this coming. So let's look at our workers. 10 workers. This looks like stone. Stone. Mine. Mine. So we can actually build more stone. Let's get a garrison in here. So we can throw another diplomat. Hopefully chisel down on this. And there. Alright, and we finally have citizenship. Influences led to an event. Duchess. Von Swift. Okay. She'll bind her to me. I like that. Or I just get more gold. I'll bind her to me. And I become robust. That gives us orders. 4 orders even. It's pretty good. Now let's focus in. Scholarship and vaulting. Those are the 2 texts that we really want. Navigation wouldn't be bad, but it's scholarship and vaulting. So let's redraw. I don't care about the chariot. I don't care about the free archer. Groves would be interesting, but 5 years for 2 groves is not worth it. Court minister doesn't hurt here, especially because that's going to help give us more civics. But I'll take navigation. Come here. Let's get those civics turning. Let's get legal code online for a whole bunch of civic production. Philosophy and centralization will come in short order. Chosen. Ugh, I can't afford either of these. Please don't make me foolish. 10% chance, but I feel like that's a lot more than 10% chance. It seems almost like a sure shot for at least me. Retiring general. Okay. That was you. So now you're a retired general. So I need to install you as a governor somewhere, which just leads me to believe we need more garrisons, which leads me to believe that we need more stone. Going to spend 2 to influence you, get you out of angry and at least into just upset. All right. Well, we've gotten out of the death spiral. We're trying to go tall. We have access now to our courthouses, and we'll get those down as soon as we have the stone production to back it up. We are in a scholar, so we should be able to beeline it pretty easily to both libraries and cathedrals. And we are going to finally be able to really, really stretch ourselves out and go tall. We are still behind the AI in science production, but that is to be expected at the rate. But all in all, we're doing pretty good. All in all, it's pretty good. So we'll go ahead and stop the episode there, and I will see you guys in the next one.